What's up, you guys? It's your girl Ryan Samantha. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, thank you for stopping by, and don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down below so you can see when I post new videos. And if you guys are not new, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. In today's video, you guys, I did go ahead and pick up the Madison Beer palette, and this is what it looks like. I just decided to do this really cute soft glam look. If you haven't already watched, I did a Vlogmas episode where myself and my girls went shopping. We ended up at Sephora, and I did go ahead and pick up the Madison Beer palette like I said. Watch just a few of the colors so you guys can see. I did find this palette really pigmented. I found it really easy to blend and work with. This is a cute, simple, neutral glam look palette that I can use to create soft glam looks. So yeah, I picked it up. I'm just gonna swatch some of these shimmery colors. They're really beautiful. Just gonna swatch some over here. I just found the palette just really pretty, and it just reads really well. Like, the color story is very nice. So these are just like 4 of the shimmer shades. I don't know if you guys can see that really well, but yeah, I found the I really can't speak today, you guys. I found the colors to be very pigmented. The matte shades were very pigmented as well. So yeah, I really did enjoy this palette. It was really inexpensive as well. I believe it was like, I want to say $23. If I'm not right, I will have it somewhere on the screen, or I will also link it in the description box down below. But again, as usual, you guys know I rant, so let's go ahead and start this video, you guys. So first things first, I'm just gonna do my eyebrows, and I'm using my MAC eyebrow styler in the color Stud. It has a spoolie on one side and a small fine point on the other side. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm just basically going to brush up my brows, and then I'm going to start lining the under part of my brows. I am using a really light hand because I personally do not like dark brows, so I'm not pressing very hard, but once I have gone ahead and done the line underneath, I go ahead and do the line on top. So next I'm just going to do some feathered lines at the front of my brow, and this is just going to help diffuse the look. It looks a bit boxy right now, but I do go ahead and use the spoolie just to fluff it out a bit to make it look a little bit more natural. So once that's done, I do go ahead and fill in the actual brow itself, and then I go ahead and do the same thing to the other eyebrow. One of my brows always looks better than the other, but remember, they are sisters, not twins. But next I'm just going to go ahead and conceal my brows. So next I'm just using my Born This Way concealer, and this is in the color Toffee. And to carve out my brows, I'm using this brush right here. It is dirty, and it's the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH43 brush. So that's what it looks like. It's just a flat top brush. I've been using that recently, but I usually actually use my Morphe 224 brush, and that's what this looks like. Yeah, so I'm just gonna put this in here. I just did my makeup earlier, so I do have, the palette is dirty. When I got this, you guys, I was like, oh, I'm a real makeup artist. But I'm just gonna go ahead and just dab that in here. And this is just good so I don't have product all over my hands, because I often tend to get it on my clothes when I do that. So just gonna dip it in, and then I'm gonna clean up my brows. And I just realized I did not set my brows. So to set my brows today, I'm just gonna be using my Morphe Clear Brow Gel. Then I'm just gonna go back ahead and finish concealing my eyebrows. So once I do that, I do go ahead with this dense concealer brush. I honestly don't remember where I got this from, but I'm just going to go ahead, actually it's a Morphe brush, but I don't know the number. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and buff the concealer out. And then I go ahead and use this e.l.f. brush, I believe. I don't know the number, but I like to use this for the front of my brows just to further get rid of those lines, because it tends to leave like this halo effect that I really do not like. And next I'm just taking the excess product and I'm just going to clean up the top of my brows. So this brow is definitely looking better. So I'm going to have to go ahead and fix this brow when I'm done. And again, I'm just taking the fluffy concealer brush and just buffing everything out. Okay guys, so now that my brows are on, we're going to move on to the eyes. And I'm actually going to be using the P. Louise base in Rumor 4 on my eyelids. I don't know if you guys can see that. I just recently got this base. I know I'm late, but I really do like it. This is my second time using it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that on. I'm still like not really sure how much I need to use, so this is still kind of trial and error for me. And I'm using my Morphe 166 brush to pack this on. Just to further blend things out, I am just using the same brush I used to buff out my eyebrows, and I'm just gonna try and blend this out a little bit. So now we're finally gonna start the eyes, and I'm dipping into the Madison Beer palette by Morphe. I just really love the color story. It's nice and simple. The shimmers are very nice and buttery. And the first color I'm going to add is this brown color called Life Support. And I'm just using my Morphe & Jaclyn Hill JH30 brush, and that's what it looks like. It's just a nice fluffy brush. I really love this mirror on here. So I'm dipping into that. And, so I'm definitely creasing, which I don't know if that means I put too much, but I am definitely creasing up over here. So yeah, I'm just adding that color, and I'm focusing most of it on the outer corner of my eye, and I'm just gonna bring that over. These colors really blended like a dream, but I did go back in with that brown color just to build up the pigment a little bit more. So next I'm using this matte pink shade called Fight Club, and I'm just blending that into the brown color that I already put down. And this is just an e.l.f. shader brush, I believe. These two colors blended so nicely together, and I just kept adding and patting until everything blended nice and seamlessly. So to deepen things up, I did go ahead with this matte dark brown shade, and I'm just using that at the outer V of my eye just to give the look a little bit more dimension. But I'm gonna go back into the brown color and continue blending. So I'm just taking a clean brush. There is absolutely no product on here, and I'm just going over the edges very lightly just to diffuse things so I don't have any lines of demarcation. So I'm using an e.l.f. concealer brush, and I'm just adding this pink shimmer shade. It kind of was like a monochromatic look for a little bit, but I really just kept packing this color on, and eventually I liked how it was looking before I added my last color. I wanted something to break up this monochromatic feel going on, so I did go ahead and add the champagne color at the top of the palette, and I really felt like this definitely helped the look so much. This was really out of my comfort zone. I am not one to do looks like this, but I really do like how these colors mesh together. So to make sure everything was nice and blended, I kept going over the pink and that champagne shimmer, and I just kept adding both of them, overlapping one another, just to make sure that everything looked nice and blended, and that just like I was liking how everything was married together. I never do liner on camera, you guys, because it's just a struggle. My eyelashes are so curly and they always get in the way and I always mess it up. But here we go. I'm gonna try and do my liner on camera for you guys. I'm surprised, you guys. My liner never usually turns out like this, especially when I do it on camera. So I'm really happy with how everything looked. But I'm not gonna jinx myself. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera. So I just want a natural look because I'm doing like a soft glam. So I'm just gonna add these lashes that I got from Amazon. And but first I'm gonna use my Makeup Forever mascara to prep my eyelashes. So I got my lashes on and we're moving on to skin, and next, just to prep, I'm going to be using my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I've started to use this primer more often, you guys, and I'm starting to really fall in love with it. I just love how hydrating it is, and it leaves my skin feeling really tacky, which is a nice base for my foundation to adhere to. And for foundation today, I'm going to be using my Fenty Pro Filter in the color 430 because I am now in my winter shade, you guys. I usually use my Morphe 439 brush to blend my foundation, but I'm using this Juvia's Place foundation brush, and I really just wanted to see how it would apply, and I actually really liked it. The only thing is that I do like the full coverage that my other Morphe brush gives me. To highlight, I'm also using the Fenty concealer, and this is going to be in the color 430 as well. And I also went ahead and added the Juvia's Place concealer, I believe in the color J11. I will have everything linked in the description box down below, but I just added that to brighten up my under eyes just a little bit. So I'm just fanning this to dry it down a little bit, and then I went ahead and sprayed my beauty blender with my Morphe continuous spray, and then I went ahead and blended this all out. And to set those areas, I'm using my OG Sacha Buttercup powder, and I'm just going to put that in all the areas that I just previously highlighted. So I basically just dip my beauty blender into the powder and I dab off the excess onto the back of my hand. I am not someone that likes to bake. I just am doing this to set my concealer. So I do not add a whole bunch of powder. I'm literally just pressing this into the skin as much as possible, and I don't leave it on for very long. So once I got all my setting powder on, I do go ahead and use my Morphe 536 brush, and I'm just using this to press the powder in a little bit more, but at the same time I'm also wiping off the excess, if that makes sense. So to get rid of that powdery look, I did go ahead and spray my face with my Morphe continuous spray, and that also helps just to mesh everything together. And then I just go ahead with my beauty blender and just dab my entire face, and that's just going to help everything blend even better. So to contour today, I'm going to be using my Fenty Matchstick in the color Espresso, and I'm just putting that on the hollows of my cheeks as well as my forehead. And to blend that out, I'm spraying my beauty blender again with my Morphe spray, and then I'm just going to blend that all out. So I'm going back in with my foundation brush, and this is just going to help blend everything and get rid of those lines of demarcation. To set my contour, I'm using the Saharan Blush Palette Volume 1, and I'm using this dark plum color called Abbey, and I'm just putting that right in the same places that I just contoured. So next I'm just going to warm up my face using my Fenty bronzer, and this is in Mocha Mami. I just love this bronzer right now, you guys. It just gives me all kinds of life. So yeah, I'm just bronzing this up, and this is an e.l.f. Powder brush. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead on around the perimeters of my face and just warm up my complexion. So for blush, I didn't want to use a whole lot of stuff, but I did go ahead and use the Saharan Blush Palette Volume 2, and I'm just using this really nice pinky color. I forget what it's called, but yeah, I just dusted a little bit on the apples of my cheeks. So to finish off the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and do my under eye, and I'm just going to use a flat brush that I use for my eyebrows, and I'm just going to continue that champagne color into my tear duct, and just a little bit, I'm just dragging it a little bit outwards. As you can see, I definitely messed up and ended up getting sparkles all over my face, so definitely make sure either you put some powder underneath your eye or you do this before you do your concealer and everything like that. Next, I'm just taking this cream eyeliner from ColourPop, and I believe it's called Boots. It's an all white color, and I'm just putting this into my waterline. To finish off the under eye, I go back in with the brown colors, and I'm just using a smudger brush, and I'm just smudging that right underneath my under eye, and that's just going to give the look a little bit more depth. Then I'm going ahead again and spraying my face with my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. And lastly, before I do my lips, I am going to do a slight little bit of highlight with my Juvia's Place Royalty 2 highlighter. And if you guys are wondering, I'm using my Morphe 451 brush. So moving on to lips, I'm using my MAC Chestnut Lip Liner along with my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the color London, and that is going to be my lip combo for today. I don't usually do matte lips on my channel, you guys, but I was like, you know what, let me just switch it up for you guys because I'm forever doing the same old nude lip with a gloss. So yeah, let me know if you guys are feeling how this looks. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I decided to stick with the matte. I did try and do a gloss look, but I figured it just looked like all my other looks, so I decided to stick with the matte. I really do like this cute soft matte look you guys see going on over here. I really do want to serve you guys with some different looks and not just the same old boring Rayanne signature look. So yeah, that's what I came up with. Comment down below with some more products that you guys want me to try, whether makeup or hair products. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Toodles!